I can't see the camera screen if I look this way because my glasses are polarized and the screen's polarized. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, I used to do a lot of Crossout content, but I quit doing that. I didn't quit playing Crossout. I just quit doing the content. If you don't know who I am, that's fine. Not a lot of people do, and that's a-okay. My name is Greg Gardner. You might also know me as Smells Like Brown or Obsidian Fang. I like Crossout. I'm talking. This video is just going to be one rambling video about why I like Crossout. Maybe a couple things about what I don't like. But the fact of the matter is, I like Crossout. I haven't found a game like it. Yeah, there's Twisted Metal. There's some derby racing games. But there ain't nothing like Crossout. And, I became really enamored with it when I first started playing. My first year of playing, I became really immersed in it. Started writing my own short stories and stuff. And that all culminated in creating The Ravaging. If you don't know what that is, I created a 30-minute short animated cartoon set in the Crossout universe. And, and to thank me for that, the developers of the game went and put a whole car pack into the game. And I really appreciate that. That's the Catalina car pack, Furia car pack, designed after 1959 Plymouth Fury. I think that's the year. 58 or 59 Plymouth Fury. Beautiful machine. You might know it from the movie Christine. And that's where it came from. There was another player in Crossout named Thorgal. I'm not sure if he still plays these days, but he was really good at designing builds, and he built the Plymouth Fury, a real nice version of it. And I went and took it and modified it a little bit, made it a little more in line with my vision of what Christine was. And I went and used it in this cartoon, and the devs went and put it in the game. I'm super thankful for that. That's recognition on a serious level. And I'm super thankful for that. I love Crossout. I hate raiding. I absolutely hate raiding. I don't know what it is. It's just the monotony, the repetitive wash, rinse, repeat, same thing over and over. But I understand, there are people out there who love raiding. I love PvP. I'm a back and forth type of person. What I meant to say there is I love the back and forth of PvP, of tug of war, win or lose. I'm not all about the wins, although I do get aggravated when it's nothing but losses. When I open up that history page, good morning. When I open up that history page, oh, the sun. I'm trying to keep the sun from blinding you guys. Sorry. When I open up that history page and it's all red, it's red for like a page and a half. That's rough. That is rough. But you know what? That doesn't mean my rigs are crap. What that means is I'm on at the wrong time. There are a bunch of people playing on the field right now that I ain't got no business playing with. So, log out, come back at another time, wait for the meta to shift on the field. That's another thing I do like about Crossout is how quickly the meta shifts. There's how do I explain this? How do I explain this? The meta in Crossout shifts depending on who's playing the game, and there are good morning. There are people with really big following that all like playing certain types of builds, and that's when the meta on the field, you start to see builds that are all pretty much the same running around. You know, let those teams play. Log out. No use griping about it. Oh, the hover meta fucking sucks. Oh, the tank meta fucking sucks. Oh, the spider meta fucking sucks. Nah, none of that. None of that. Just log out. Go touch some grass. Like, you know, like we do. Yeah, there's the grass. I'm touching it, walking on it, feeling it between my toes. I love it. It's great. That's what I cover. I hate raiding. I love PvP. Bedlam. Bedlam, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. There are days where it is absolutely nothing but mayhem, which is what Bedlam means. Bedlam is another word for mayhem. It's a different language. I can't remember what language Bedlam is rooted in. Pretty sure it's Middle Eastern. But it's just another word for mayhem. So, that's how it is. Sometimes you jump in a Bedlam and you just start getting pounded from all directions. Or sometimes you just start getting grilled by one person over and over and over and over. It's Bedlam. That's just how it is. And then other days, the days that I really like, is the Bedlam Car Show. You're not familiar with the Bedlam Car Show is, sometimes you're going to jump into Bedlam and you're just going to see a bunch of people sitting up on the hill. They're all freaking in gnarly looking rigs. And if you attack one of them, they all turn and just obliterate you. It's fucking beautiful. Those are the days I like. I like being part of the car show. Whether I'm the one getting obliterated. But by the way, it pays in Bedlam to be like, hey guys, I want to test my rig out against all of you. Don't just go up and start pinging on somebody. Say it, hey, I want to test my rig out on you guys. That really helps. That really makes for a real fun engagement. Hey guys, I just put this thing together. I want to test it out. That makes for a real fun engagement. So Bedlam, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. I hate raiding. I love PvP. Helicopter mode. Helicopter mode. Okay. I like jets. That's me. I don't expect Crossout to be making jets anything at all. The helicopter mode is fun to an extent for myself because I've got my coordination issues. I can really only indulge in the patrols against the bots. I am not coordinated enough to be going up against actual people. And I don't think most of the community in Crossout is coordinated enough to be going up against actual people. As cool as the helicopter mode is, I'm dissatisfied with it. I think it's really kind of split the game into two different versions of itself on the same platform. Having two different versions of itself on the same platform is divisive, not only amongst the player base, but literally the game. As a matter of fact, it's almost like there's three versions of Crossout. There is the ground-based version, there's the omnidirectional version, and now there's the aerial mode version. I'm kind of putting all these thoughts together as we speak here on camera. Never really sat down and put it all in order until, like, you know, kind of right now. So with these 2 to 3 different styles of the game all on the one platform, I'm starting to see Crossout not so much as a game, but more like an arcade. Yeah. I'm starting to see Crossout more like an arcade. When you sit down, log in, and it pops up. You're sitting in your garage. You've got all these different choices of where you can go in the game. And it's like an arcade. You can choose to go do the raiding. And if you forget your repair tokens, you got to pump coins in the machine to keep going. And then, you know, you got Bedlam. And when you get there, you see all these awesome rigs in Bedlam. And if you're new to the game, or not even new to the game, you've been playing the game for like a year, maybe 2 years, grinding your ass off free to play, you still don't have half the parts that these rigs have. So you feel like you want to pump some coins into the machine to keep going. The same thing with PvP. The reality of not separating free-to-play players from pay-to-play players, putting them all in one battleground, that's how it's got to be, man. If you want to keep going in the PvPs, you got to pump coins into the machine. I'm used to that kind of stuff. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s where that's what arcades were like. You walk into the door, and if you wanted to go do the racing game over here, you got to pump coins in the machine. If you want to go do the tower destruction game over here, you got to pump coins in the machine. If you want to do the first-person shooter game, you got to pump coins into the machine. So, to me, when the internet gaming came out, 20-something years ago, they still hadn't figured out how to monetize the internet like the real world had been monetized. And now they're finally catching up. I'm sorry that, all the people who grew up with free internet didn't realize the whole time that they've been trying to monetize the shit out of it. And they're finally figuring out how to do it. I feel for you guys, but it's time to pull the security blanket of childhood and free things off of your face from over your head and get you to understand that Crossout is an arcade. You're going to have to pay to play it. There's the free aspects, but you're going to have to pump coins in the machine if you want to keep going. And you know what? I don't hate that. I don't hate that aspect at all. At least it's cheaper than going to the movies. It's cheaper than going to your local amusement park. And speaking of amusement park, man, I was tickled pink when that season came out. When they said, we are going to give your garages the ability for you to plop your own fun, interesting stuff into it. I was tickled pink. I started making plans for things, not even knowing what parts were going to be available to do. I just started drawing. Yeah, I'm rambling. Anyways, I love the amusement park season. So many people can't figure out what to do with all their parts. That's fine. I'm sorry you guys don't. Don't be mean. Don't be mean, Obsidian. I would like to help anybody learn how to build. And if you don't know what to do with your amusement park items, let me know. Put some comments down in the description, and maybe I'll step out of retirement from content making and give you some hints and tips and tricks on how to build up your amusement park in the garage. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. Hopefully, by the time I get around to posting this, I'll have found a video editor and this video won't be so long and rambly. All right, we'll see you in the wasteland.